Okay, we for some weird reason experienced an outage that struck out of nowhere. So the internet is once again being on its internet things. No, as I was saying earlier, welcome back everybody. Oh man, the joys of live streaming, am I right guys? I actually got to go talk to AT&T on Friday and figure out exactly what is going on with this thing. They gave me an unlimited plan and I'm paying pretty decent money for it, but you know, maybe it's user error. I sometimes make a lot of mistakes when I have user error. But sun is starting to rise. It's going to heat it up. I think it gets the coldest right before sunrise. It's called the Coriolis effect. Yeah, guys, we suffered an outage. It's our first outage of probably a couple more. But they call it the Coriolis effect for a reason. I guess when the sun rises, all the winds kick up. So they say it's usually the coldest right before a sunrise. That's one thing my science teacher told me. That's the only thing that stuck with me from high school. The Coriolis effect. You can see the different hues have disappeared. We now have our downtown Phoenix skyline over here, just chilling, looking somewhat majestic. Hey Tim, happy Thanksgiving. Am I right? Is it the Coriolis effect? American 787 in 4 minutes. Thank you, kind sir, for letting us know. We appreciate you. Yesterday we got to see a special delivery. It was a Canyon Blue. Oh my God, travel to Kingdom of Bahrain. Stop sending emojis. So I changed the comment thing. So it's gonna be subscriber only, like to avoid all these bots and stuff. So it takes like 5 or 10 minutes before you guys can comment. So if you want to make a comment on the channel, make sure to subscribe because we've been getting a lot of bots on here and our moderators are doing a good job, but sometimes I don't want them to be too worried about it. I want them to have fun. Also guys, I found out that Sony created a phone that can turn one of my cinema cameras into a streaming rig. So that actually might be an option for me moving on. So I just got to buy a very expensive phone and hopefully it's going to run a lot better and a lot smoother with all this stuff because OBS is, yeah. Yeah, it's annoying. Like the robots can sometimes be a pain in the butt. Let's just put it at that. They can be like a pretty big pain in the butt. But you know what? We have fun and yeah. Also guys, remember, always be polite to each other on here. Like I get emails from people saying certain individuals have been rude to them. Like, come on guys, we're adults. Let's be good. Okay, so American Airlines is lining up to land on runway 8. He's actually quite early today. I can't even feel my fingers, guys. Okay, American Airlines 787. American Airlines 675 is a 5-year-old Boeing 787 Dreamliner that is coming here. So let's take a look. Can I see him? No, because I am blind. Literally, I have the worst vision in the world. Also guys, I'm going to be raising funds for purchasing a dedicated stream deck, so it's gonna be like $1,000. I'm so excited. That's why I'm working today. South American Tony. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hopefully you guys are gonna do something fun with your family and your loved ones. Oh, my tripod is totally not level. There we go. Okay, we have our 787 coming from Hawaii. I don't know why I said it like that. There she is. We get to see a large plane. Yesterday, while starting my stream on the north side, I caught somebody letting go of balloons. So we had a ton of balloons flying over the airport. Such a beautiful plane. I used to kind of be like, oh, I hate this plane, blah, blah, blah. But you think about it, like the technical aspects of it. I think this is, what do they call it? Like the first world plane. Basically, parts are made all over the world. And they have that Boeing Dream Lifter, the big Boeing 747 that can carry a lot of parts. That is actually used to carry all the various parts. Like stuff is made in Japan, Canada. I think even some stuff was made in Russia, Germany, France. So we've come to a point where the whole world, the economies depend on each other. So, and in aviation, that's pretty evident if you think about it. As the sun illuminates this, I'm really hoping I am live. It would just be my luck that I've been rambling on for the last like 20 minutes or 5 minutes and my internet said nope. Yeah, somebody released a bunch of balloons yesterday. I think they were celebrating a birthday, and I filmed them, but my microphone wasn't on because we are finally figuring out the 2 microphone setup. Yeah, I know, it's taken me 3 months. It is what it is. But yeah, somebody released the balloons, and they flew over the runway, and I guarantee you they had to put a little bit of a stop or a delay until they flew over because they were going directly into the approach path of the taking off planes. Look at those engines. So I guess those edges help reduce noise in some way. I think they're called corrugated, or I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, to be honest. I'm excited to get a food baby inside me later. Gonna have a bunch of pie. Each year, my little cousin and I destroy the family dinner by getting the permission to put all the whipped cream we can on the pie, and then the entire family gets pissed off at us. Lovely. Hey, Tim. Yeah, chevrons. One of the two, that is what it is. And there's the beautiful 787. We can actually see the crew right inside. Happy Thanksgiving, crew. The sun is hitting it just right. This is actually perfect for photos right now. Hey, Trevor. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Hopefully you are having fun with your family. Tell your dad I said happy Thanksgiving too, man. You guys are good people. Trev, you need to come on my show. I have 2 microphones set up. We can talk about planes and stuff. Okay, let's go take a look at what is landing next. We have a little Southwest Airlines, complemented by the beautiful downtown Phoenix skyline. Luckily for us, the the smog is gone. Yeah, I was gonna stream last night, but then I saw the traffic going to the airport. I was like, not today. It was almost impossible to get to the airport. We had traffic backed up all the way on the 143. So trying to get here would have been almost a nightmare. Leaving yesterday took me 35 minutes, so not sure we're going to get much in traffic today since most of the people did travel yesterday. But whatever happens to happen will happen. There's a bird here. Hey, bird. Yeah. Whipped cream is the best. My little cousin and I always, every Thanksgiving we do something really stupid, and then our entire family just questions why we're still part of the family, to be honest. She's a good kid though. I love her. And these people are working hard. Hopefully they get to spend the day with their families after their shift, driving their little tractors. The ground crew, man, they make this happen. Like, we all love aviation, but without these men and women, yeah, I don't know what we would be. And then over there, you can see now it's nicely illuminated. Usually it's kind of like backlit. There is the famous Honeywell Boeing 757. They do a bunch of like science experiments on that thing. It's pretty freaking cool. Hey, Ryan Davis, how are you, buddy? Honestly, I don't mind Southwest. Like, if I fly with them all the time, and they've actually been really good to me, so it's all that matters. As long as the man, my hands are cold. So our next plane is going to be a Southwest Airlines coming out of Milwaukee, and then after that we're going to be getting a bunch of arrivals. We're going to be getting a Southwest Airlines plane coming out of Nashville and possibly Albuquerque. So not quite sure if they're going to be landing on this side. And then do we have any special planes? So if you guys are looking for a good app to tell you which special liveries are coming, I'd strongly recommend you guys get JetTip. JetTip is a really good app. And we have an A321 coming from Kona. So we're getting a lot of our Hawaiian flights early in the morning, and then they'll turn around. So coming in from Kona is an A321. I flew on this plane a few months ago. It was actually quite nice. I like the A321. The Neos are so freaking quiet. They do make that weird barking dog noise. So welcome everybody, happy Thanksgiving from our channel's community to you. Hopefully you guys are gonna spend it with your loved ones in a little bit. I went on a little jog and then decided, you know what, I'm gonna come up here, set up a stream, and we'll set up a stream for a little bit. Friday, we'll probably do an early morning stream again. So tune in Friday, it's actually gonna be more of a planned thing. We like to have fun on this channel, guys. You've seen it. Yeah, JetTip is pretty nice. You pay for it, but honestly, it's worth it. You can actually it'll tell you exactly which special livery is coming, and it's a good tool to have. Like, you can even set alerts for your local airports. That's how a lot of us plane spotters find a lot of this stuff. I just love good lighting. Good lighting is always appreciated. You have to pay for like a membership. Okay, up next is our plane coming from Milwaukee. It's a 737, and then we have another Hawaiian plane coming from Lihue. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. I don't like mispronouncing other cultural names wrong. I grew up from Eastern Europe and people always butcher my name, and that pissed me off, to be honest. They're like, is your name Steven? Like, I'm about to hit you across the face. It's Slaven, and then people always spell it wrong, and people are idiots. Anyways, it's Thanksgiving, let's be happy. Yay! So one of my friends, one of my followers, Preston, on Instagram, just finished his training with Southwest Airlines. So Preston, congratulations, my friend. Enjoy your long career at Southwest, and may you have many safe journeys, and keep up the good work, buddy. Super proud of you. Super proud of all my pilot friends that have taken the next step, whether it's going regional or going mainline. You guys are literally an inspiration. Like, I'm kind of in the middle of a career funk, not gonna lie, guys. So I do a lot of media and I'm kind of burnt out from it, and I'm kind of getting older, and if I'm gonna become a pilot, I gotta start taking this stuff seriously. So study my ground-based stuff, and yeah, if it's either Part 61, but also there's fear. Fear is involved, and when you add fear to it, sometimes it's not the best combination, as I say, because the number one thing I'm afraid of is failure, and yeah, that's why I take stuff personally. Yeah, we should hit them across the face. If they mispronounce your name, just saying, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap. Dave Chappelle joke. That guy's a G. So yesterday I told the guys I was gonna bring snacks, and I swear to God, I brought snacks that were so freaking unhealthy. It was kind of funny. Like, I think we had so much junk food, it was ridiculous. I'm eating a mint. Flying is like no other, man. Okay, here comes our American Airlines from Hawaii. Sorry, I have food in my mouth. I'm human, I eat. My Sacramento Kings fell to the Atlanta Hawks yesterday. It was fun while it lasted. I think our season's gonna go downhill very quickly. Also today at 12, Serbia plays Brazil in the World Cup. I'll be honest, I have not caught a single minute of the World Cup. I don't even understand why it's in Qatar. Well, I understand why, money, but at the same time, it should never be in Qatar. Or as people say, Qatar. No, it's Qatar. Qatar, I don't know how to say it. The Q is silent. I hope I don't get a head cold. I'm wearing a hoodie, and okay guys, looks like we have another plane about to push out. I hear the bell. Maybe when I go to LA, I'll bring my cameras and stuff, and I'll make a stream in LA. Mr. Blue Jet. Happy Thanksgiving, dude. So if you guys want to do if you guys want to see some cool videos, go to Mr. Blue Jet's channel. He has a lot of good classic videos he filmed at Sky Harbor. I actually was streaming some of his stuff. It's pretty sweet. Also, dude, if you want me to stabilize some of that footage, if you have the raw stuff, I think we can run it through a stabilizer and make it smooth. Like, I don't want to cross any boundaries, man. But like, you have some good stuff, like, for what you captured. Like, that is freaking awesome, dude. I met him a few, like last year when the Volga Dnieper Antonov was coming to Mesa Gateway, and he's been my #1 fan here. He's been like a very supportive fan since I started the channel, so thank you very much. I'm thankful for all of you guys and helping me grow this community. Not gonna lie, it sometimes becomes difficult to come stream because it takes a lot of work. A lot of people think, but if you think about it, I work a full-time job, and then on top of it, I come out and stream, so I'm never home, and it sucks. True, failure is just something. Ooh, look at that. I get excited when I see good lighting. This is the beauty of Sky Harbor. We don't get the biggest airplanes, but we do get some of the best shots. Like, no other airport can give you this access to looking at how close you can get to the planes. Happy Thanksgiving, Captain and First Officer. That is a NEO. I think it stands for New Engine Option, which is, I learned it the other day because I was wondering what CO mean. It says Current Engine Option, I believe. I thought it meant CeeLo Green. You guys remember CeeLo Green? I'm basically dating myself. We have our baseball stadium in the back. It looks like a giant hangar. It's way too big, and the baseball team is terrible, and they have sued the county. That is the history of our baseball team. We won one World Series in 2001. They were founded in 1998, won a World Series in 2001, and have been irrelevant ever since, and have threatened to move to Nevada, and Nevada can take them. End of story. Also, if my friend Hugo is working up there at the tower, happy Thanksgiving, dude. Appreciate you for keeping the skies safe. And then we have what looks like a guy putting water inside of the plane. They're filling it up. CeeLo Green. Honestly, yeah, it would be. Yeah, I have my own business too, which sucks. Well, yeah, I run a media business. We do a lot of work with cities, local municipalities, and then I do a lot of work in sports. What's funny is I actually got into the whole media stuff by chance. One of my friends was in film school while I worked at a local resort, and I kind of was very intrigued by it. So about 12 years ago, I got my first camera, and then once I got the camera, I started learning. The key is not being afraid to do all types of work. So I would go on sets, I would basically move cables and stuff, and ended up taking an internship, and the internship turned into a pretty good career. We won a couple of awards. Like, I've helped win an advertisement award for my work with a concept I developed, and we've won a gold telly the year before this one, and then we won a silver telly for one of our projects. So It's fun. And I've got a couple of the Copper Carrier Awards, and if my clients are happy, I'm happy. That's why I always tell people. Because you think when you work for yourself, you're your own boss, but technically, your client's your boss. And at the end of the day, you're constantly working. Like, the one thing I always do is whenever I work with some contractors, I make sure they're paid before me. And it's kind of been a rough year for business, like with people having an unknown with the economic uncertainty of this nation. The first thing that gets cut is budgets. Budgets always get cut, and yeah. So we are watching this plane get ready to do its service for the morning. Oh man, my fingers are so freaking cold. The plane we are looking at is going to Chicago. And then we have another plane coming from Hawaii very shortly, from Kauai. I'm not even gonna say it's K-A-H-U-L-U-I. Is it Kauai? I'm confused, to be honest. I don't want to butcher the names and sound like an insensitive jerk. But remember, smash that like button. It does help my channel quite a bit. Thank you all that have donated to fund the channel. It's always fun doing it. And we have a United Airlines pushing out, so let's go take a look at where the United Airlines. We have a United Airlines that's going to be pushing out for Houston, so let's go take a look at the United gates. Yesterday we had Breeze Airways show up. It was my first time seeing Breeze. It was actually pretty neat seeing it. There's the Evil Blue, as somebody on here called it the Evil Blue. Thinking about Chicago, yes. How are the Bulls doing? I haven't followed them at all. Are the Bulls being the Bulls? The Bears actually have a decent quarterback. They have Justin Fields. Justin Fields actually looks like a freaking stud, man. That guy's pretty good. Hopefully they don't ruin him. Well, they got rid of Matt Nagy, so Matt Nagy would have ruined them, so good. I like to consider myself the least nerdy plane spotter. I'm nerdy, but I understand pop culture references. Okay, our lineup for arrivals looks like we have our Kauai plane, and then we have a Southwest Airlines coming from Dallas, followed by a Southwest Airlines coming from Austin. Okay, what is your guys' favorite Thanksgiving dish? I like pumpkin pie. Today is also a very busy time for law enforcement. So all the law enforcement professionals and all the emergency service personnel they're going to work hard. And a lot of the calls that you respond to are going to be domestics today. So this is the thing, you see a lot of people that haven't been around each other for like almost 365 days or 364 days. They meet up, and then when liquor is involved, everything breaks loose. Look how beautiful that United looks with the morning sun. And let's go take a look over at our Hawaiian flight that's landing. I'm not even going to attempt to say the name. They're coming in from Hawaii. It's an A321. Also, I would like to wish a happy birthday to Leah. Leah is one of our fans, She is currently at the top of Payastoa Peak. So happy birthday, Leah. You are a freaking amazing individual, and I'm glad this channel introduced me to you. You're freaking awesome. You're an amazing lady, you're a good mother, and super proud of you, girl. So Leah is currently on the top of that peak over there. That is Payastoa Peak, named after Lori Payastoa. She is the first Native American woman killed in combat during the Iraq War, the US invasion of Iraq. I'm not even going to get started on that. When you're a child that grew up in a war-torn country, you realize how stupid war is. And how, yeah, never mind, no politics. Cheesecake. They like cheesy potatoes, mac and cheese, chocolate mousse. Do you guys ever see that Pete Davidson's kids? Like, for breakfast, I'm gonna have a cigarette and maybe a chocolate. And then for lunch, I'm gonna have a couple of beers and a chocolate. I get yelled at for having chocolate breakfasts. Literally, I'll wake up and the first thing I'll have is chocolate. Here comes our Southwest coming in from Dallas. Speaking of which, does anybody live in Dallas, and is it worth coming to your airport to do an episode? I'm going to reach out to another spotter in Dallas and ask them if they'd like to be on my show, and we'll go out there, fly out and do a show. You guys are going to love this shot. That's the MVP of this channel. MVP, MVP. Don't come to Indian spot, it's garbage. Thanks. Well, you are a very good ambassador for Indianapolis. Thank you, Tony. I'm pretty good at telling people, like, security guards off, so we'll probably get arrested up there. Okay, we have our Boeing 737 MAX coming from Austin, and then we're gonna have a 737 coming from Omaha. Will Smith. I didn't realize that guy actually made multiple screen names, and he got banned on multiple screen names. I was looking at our banned list yesterday. Man, there's a lot of idiots that got banned, like mostly the bots, but one guy was a jerk. I remember I personally banned him because he was saying sexually explicit stuff to one of our members in the early days, and I said, you know what, screw you, and just, that's when I cussed and I used the F word, and he was banned. Moral of the story, don't be rude. If you're rude, you get the boot. Look at the engines on the Max. They're freaking massive. Hey Michael, morning my friend. And you can actually see the other runway. Usually when we stream, that is the other runway that we have. That's usually for departures. You can see the planes. That fence still hasn't been fixed since the unfortunate accident, so prayers to the person's family. If you guys know anybody that is having a rough time, reach out to them. Also, one thing I'll try to tell you, don't hold grudges too long, because you never know like what could happen to your friends. So let's do a challenge. Find somebody that was a good friend of yours that you haven't spoken to in a while, and I urge you, just give them a call, shoot them a text, say, hey, how you doing, dude? And you never know. People are going through a lot of stuff. The last 2 years have been difficult on a lot of people. So make sure you check in on everybody. Check in on individuals, because we're all we got, you know? It is a slow freaking day here at Sky Harbor. The ground crew is working. You can see all the planes are in their slumber. 737s. I think I've seen somebody comment multiple times, just change the name to American West Airlines, that's what it is. And technically that's kind of what it is. He probably ran over the pylon. He don't care. If you're talking about the thing, they found somebody passed out here on the. He slammed into a wall. I think he probably had a medical emergency and slammed into a wall. Happy Thanksgiving, Josh and Adrienne. Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys are all spending it with your loved ones, like I say. We're having our dinner later today, so kind of excited for it. We put up our Christmas tree yesterday, and we put up a Christmas tree listening to Christmas music, which consisted of Ludacris, I Got Hose, and then 50 Cent, 21 Questions. And then if you guys want to listen to a fun album, Death Row Records, yes, Death Row Records made a Christmas album. So Death Row Records, that was owned by Suge Knight, made a Christmas album. It's straight fire. I shouldn't have said that word on the internet. Please don't cancel me in like 10 years, guys. I appreciate you. That song slaps, doesn't it, Tony? I like Ludacris, Chris Bridges, and American Airlines 737 coming from Omaha. Will Smith's favorite thing. You know what? I'm gonna unban him and see how quickly he gets banned again. Oh man. Okay guys, we are going to play a game, and I'm going to test you guys to see how much you know about rap. So when I was at ASU, I took a history of hip hop class, and honestly, it was probably the most fun class ever. I learned a lot of stuff about the hip hop community, and that's how I learned English. I learned English listening to like DMX, I listened to Dr. Dre. Oh man, my fingers are cold. So, who knows this number? 281-330-8004. Let's see. The number is 281-330-8004. The first person to say who this is associated with, I'll send you something. Yeah, I pretty much grew up around American white kids, so I don't speak that much, don't have that much of an accent, but I am fluent in Serbian, so like knowing your language is important. So example, if you say ja dobro razumem i engleski i srpski, u našoj eri, u našoj regioni dosta ljudi misle da pričaju 6 jezika, inače je srpsko-hrvatski. So that's basically how my language. Yeah, Tony, you know it. 281-330-8004. Call Mike Jones. Mike Jones was a stud. Tony, I'm sending you something else. I sent your guys the stickers yesterday, so they'll probably be in Friday or Saturday. I don't know if the post office is open. Here comes our plane from Omaha. This has the winglet logos. And you know what's funny? When he actually did give his number, you could actually call him. I remember being in high school and we would call the number, and I guess it's now disconnected. I tried calling it the other day, it was disconnected. Hey, back then they didn't want him, now he's hot, they all on him. That's what he said. I honestly just love that we are quoting Mike Jones. That is freaking hilarious. Only on this channel, am I right? I'm not trying to sell you Herbalife, but I'm trying to teach you about Mike Jones. Oh my God, I am freezing, guys. Time for a Rice Krispie treat. Rice Krispies. That's my breakfast. Mike Jones. Call Tony Jones. Tony Jones, put your name out there and your phone number. We'll call you. So much to love about Rice Krispies. This is like pure freaking chemicals and sugar. I'm gonna get superpowers. Also, I guess reading. I guess they've noticed that a lot of the microplastics that have been in the ocean have been finding their ways to like the humans. And apparently it's going to like affect us. Specifically, it's going to affect men a lot more negatively. So our grandfathers had lead, our fathers has asbestos, and us new generation, we are dealing with microplastics. We're like, you put all those together, we form like a messed up ghetto Captain Planet. If you guys want to come to the airport and have some breakfast with me, I have extra Rice Krispie treats and I have like Chex Mix and stuff. I should probably not eat on a microphone. You can probably hear the crunch. Microplastics, yeah. We're gonna become like Captain Planet. Oh man, This Rice Krispie treat tastes exactly what you think, like chemicals. It is freaking freezing today. We have a dish in our culture called omak. So you basically take like milk and flour and put egg in there. And then you basically, it's almost like a scrambled egg, but it's actually delicious. My grandma used to make it for me all the time. And a typical Eastern European breakfast will consist of like jerkied meat, like suvo meso, that's what we call it. And we'll have that, we'll have bacon, and then we'll have eggs. It's usually pretty delicious. We actually, as kids, used to stop by bakeries when we would walk to school, and we would get kifle, which are basically bread rolls. And I love freaking getting those bread rolls. Okay guys, we have an American Airlines 737 coming in from Reno, and then we have Miss Frizzle and the Magic School Jet Blue bus, or Jet Yellow bus, coming in from somewhere, probably Chicago. Anyway, Spirit Airlines is gonna make an appearance. The thing about it, Miss Frizzle was a very, very crazy teacher. She would put kids in very terrible situations, like, you're inside of a human body, now you're getting attacked by bears. She'd get canceled very quickly. I live in constant fear that the internet is going to go out. Please, internet lords. Okay, so we have our Spirit Airlines coming in from Detroit. It's going to make its presence, and it's going to be extra yellow because the sun is directly going to be on it. It's going to look glorious. I don't know why I'm singing. And here comes our Spirit Airlines making its way down. Making its way downtown, walking fast. Making my way downtown, walking fast. You guys remember back in the day when people used to like, who are you with? Michelle Branch or Vanessa Carlton? Vanessa Carlton all day. I just realized I'm getting old. I'm still young at heart. Hop on the Magic School Bus. Hop on the Magic School Bus. I'm not trying hard. This is exactly how I am. I have a very messed up personality. If you ever ride in my car, you'll go from like listening to Serbian music, then you'll go for like 80s music, then we'll listen to boy bands, Enrique Iglesias. Enrique Iglesias got a good voice. And then we'll go to hardcore rap. I love music. Music is awesome. I think as a creative, I just love anything that's artsy. And if it's artistic and it's good, I'll listen to it. I feel like lately, we haven't had that many like iconic groups or iconic musicians. Everybody just sounds the same and artificial. So a few years ago, I did a shoot for the rapper Gucci Mane. That guy was that guy was rude. You guys knew what I was about to say. And and we have some pushback action. Let's take a look at these dudes and dudettes working. Hey Tony, if you get an opportunity tomorrow, watch the stream from yesterday. I found Christine down there for you. Pushing out the Neo. I was talking to one of my friends that worked for TWA in the last few months of it. He was telling me that the last few days of that airline, some of their planes were just in not very good shape. He was telling me that one of the 747s that I filmed that was being retired, he said the last time he saw it was leaking hydraulic fluid everywhere right before they took it out. Look at this person in shorts. There's always that one person. He's got a beanie at least on. There's always that one person. Hey, I'm not gonna change who I am. It is what it is. This channel is gonna be different than all the rest. All the other ones are just, they do their thing. I do my thing differently, so it is what it is. Eventually what I'd like to do, and I've been saying this for a while, I'm gonna start bringing in guests. Once we bring in guests, and we're just gonna carry a casual conversation. So it's almost gonna be like plane spotting, podcast, random pop culture shenanigans. Oh, listening to those engines with the poop truck photobombing. This is it. This is it, guys. This is the shot. Tony, did you see it? Slav and Kate +8. We're at 57 push-ups. Well, we're in this, in Arizona, we're at a specific time where you can actually leave your waters inside the car and they'll actually be cool. So it looks like our next plane is going to be an American Eagle Embraer 175 coming in from Sacramento, operated by SkyWest Airlines. Whew. Guys, I'm chilly. It's getting cold. It's getting cold in here. Let's put on more clothes. Ugh. I went to a little town called Red River, New Mexico, and I did a job there, and I left beers inside of the trunk, and the beers blew up. Listen to that engine purr. So welcome everybody, welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. Welcome and a very happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. Yeah, you gotta stay hydrated. I tend not to stay hydrated, and as a result I get terrible headaches. The plane we are currently looking at is headed to Philadelphia. And our little Embraer is making its way. The city of brotherly love. And the Philadelphia Eagles, who are overrated. Sorry, Philly fans. Had to do it to them. Yep. We remixed Nelly's song. You guys remember when Nelly was going through bankruptcy and then he asked his fans to donate money? Like, bro, pay your taxes. Come on, man. Also, taxation is theft. They steal our money to send money to other people. If they can send money overseas, they should not be taking our money. End of period. Not to get political, but I just got political. I'm going to get banned from my own channel for violating my channel rule. I really don't understand how other people can stream for like 6 or 7 hours. Like, man, like, don't get me wrong, I like doing this stuff, but after like an hour or two, like, my brain's already like, then I started reverting to Hoodrat-Slavin, and Hoodrat-Slavin is not very polite on the microphone. Well, just I say stupid stuff that could probably get me in trouble for people to let their kids watch. Because in my culture, we use a lot of curse words. I'll straight tell you that. Like Eastern Europe in general, like if you go to any Eastern European's house, it sounds like they're arguing, but literally I think we're kind of like Italians. Italians like to yell, so do our people. Like our words always sound super freaking angry. Well, that's Caesar. You know, it's funny. There's actually a plane that has a smiley face on it. It's the PSA Retro livery. They have a very smiley face on it. It's pretty funny. I think what we need to do is end the Federal Reserve and actually do an audit of it, because if we were to do an audit, we would realize how much of our money is being wasted on stupid stuff. Tom, it's so cold. I'm actually putting on a second jacket. I'll show you guys how cold it is. Oh, come on. Two jackets, see? 1, 2. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna shave my beard and actually have a mustache just to piss off my family today. So there's that. I tell you, please don't do anything stupid that could result in your family yelling at you. Oh, I'm gonna piss off my family. These are the next words that come out of my mouth. I call my cursing sentence enhancers, so I enhance my sentences with some truths. I was thinking the other day, isn't it crazy that the late great Kobe Bryant passed away? Like, man, that guy was just starting his freaking post NBA life, and the tragedy behind it. Current temperature in Phoenix, 54 degrees, but it's a pretty windy day. And for those of you in Europe, it's 12 degrees Celsius. Our town of Flagstaff is at -1 Celsius, which is basically 30 degrees, and they have a wind advisory. There's a red flag warning. And I think this is our Embraer coming in from Sacramento. As we call it, the little sparrow that could. But yeah, my next purchase for the channel, I'm gonna actually buy a switcher, which is going to allow us to basically possibly put multiple cameras up. And guys, keep in mind, like anytime there's technical issues, I do this stuff by myself. I have no help. Like, so bear with me. You know I'm working hard to try to set it up. Ah, something just stung me. What the? Ah, what is this? Stupid mosquito. Go to Hades right now. It's just a little boy. Look at him. Yeah, it's gonna be super windy. I was supposed to actually do a drone job on Saturday. I really hope the wind dies down by Saturday, because I'm okay flying up to 20-mile-an-hour winds, but then after that, my battery life gets cut in half and gets a little tricky. Also, I'm not looking forward to in the next few months upgrading my drone, because I know a new one is coming out, and in my industry you have to have the latest, and yeah. Minnesotan accent, eh? Wait, that's Canada. So we have an American Airlines 737 MAX coming from Vegas. Hopefully those people brought some winnings. There's a so a few years ago I went to photograph one of the sports tournaments, a basketball sports tournament in Vegas, and I realized I'm not a Vegas person. I went gambling, I won some money, but the favorite part of the Vegas experience for me was I found an international foods market, and I found a bunch of stuff we have back home. I was super happy to have it. So American Airlines with their 737 MAX. I'm not sure how many they have in service. Mr. Markham, it's actually starting to, the sun is hitting my back right now, and the wind is making me hate life right now because my hands are frozen, but the sun feels good on my back. It's a MAX. And I think our Hawaiian Airlines flight is going to be departing very shortly. And our next departure is going to be, or next arrival is going to be, come on man, my fingers don't even work anymore. We have a plane coming in from Boise, and then we'll get an American Eagle coming from Flagstaff. So here comes our Boise flight. It's a 737. It's operated by... Okay, so they have 42 MAX 8s all in service. Thank you, Mr. Blue Jet. Also guys, I think I'm going to redesign the channel graphic. I'm going to get rid of the ticker and we're just going to have a clean feed. But I will keep my live logo up there because people steal stuff all the time. I don't like when people steal videos. Like, dude, it's a copyright. Like, I spend hours filming stuff. Don't steal my stuff. That is what we like to call a Richard move in the industry. Don't be a Richard. And if your name is Richard, we don't take offense to that. you can hear that we have a plane powering on. That is an Airbus. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the clock. Eichmann, yes, I am on the west side of Terminal 4 facing north. Yeah, we'll keep the clock. Honestly, I just want to make it a streamier. Some people have messaged me saying it doesn't look good on their TVs, so that's what we'll do. So I'm just gonna have to bother you guys to remind you that you keep the channel going. Okay, our next plane is a plane coming from San Antonio. It's a 737. It's a Southwest flight 2152. That is what we're going to be filming next. Let's rate the landing. I'm really surprised San Antonio doesn't have a football team. They have the Spurs. The Spurs have kind of been an NBA powerhouse for many years, but they're going through a rebuilding phase. Greg Popovich, he's actually a really good coach. And Caesar says I'm from Minnesota, huh? There's our flight from Flagstaff, Arizona. And as you can see, our crew down there is waking up one of the Airbuses from slumber for its revenue flight for today. Yeah, I'll take off the scroll. We'll redo it. We'll make it nice. I could do it now, but I'm too lazy. We'll probably move the clock where my name is. It's the clock is going to be right underneath the live. So next show we're going to unveil our new look. Deal? And I could put graphic and stuff over, like I could put overlays that pop up on the screen, but I don't want to give anybody an epileptic seizures, because a lot of people will use the cheesy effects, and yeah, it looks cheesy. I need some water. We'll figure something out. If anything, I can always turn on the scrolls. Like I can make it into like a different graphic. It's a learning experience. Listen, we've done this for 3 months. We're getting better. I appreciate you guys with your input. So welcome to all of you that are joining us. Welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. Remember, we have a new thing we're starting. For every like we get, I will do a push-up. So currently we're at 73. I did 98 push-ups yesterday and I thought I was going to die. Our next arrival is going to be a Mitsubishi CRJ 700 series coming from St. George, followed by an American Airlines A321 coming from LAX, and then a Southwest Airlines coming from St. Louis. Ike, man, that would take a lot of work since I'm by myself. Like, that's one thing I could potentially do, but I would have to basically run camera and type at the same time, unless there's like an augmented reality thing. But one thing I would like to do, like maybe for the scroll, maybe during certain parts of the show, if you guys want to wish anybody a happy birthday or anything, we could easily add that on there. So we're still learning, we're still fairly new, and I feel like we've had our hiccup experiences, and yeah. Let's go take a look at our plane from St. George. It's a CRJ 700 series. Now we'll take a look at jet tip to see if anything good has shown up. If anything, when I do the push-ups for every like, I'm gonna stream it on my phone. So that's gonna be our new tradition. And then once we get over 100 likes, I'm gonna make sure that it's a push-up for every 5 likes, because yesterday I thought my freaking arms were gonna fall out. I was not having a cash money time. Oh, one thing we did realize the other day, there's a bunch of bats that sleep at Sky Harbor. It's freaking cool. They all came out of the pillars, and it was a freaking epic sight to see. So maybe next show is going to be planes and bats. And cats. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Welcome to kind of chilly Arizona. Yeah, we're growing this fast, man. I don't know, from what I'm hearing from a lot of people, they just tell me that the couple of interactions I've gotten from fans that have come to say hello to me is they said they just like the fact that I keep it real. And I'm like, not trying to be anything. Like, what you guys hear is what you get. You have a nice version of me, and then if I don't like you, you're gonna meet the terrible version of me, which is you don't want to meet that version of me. I'm a very easygoing person, but if I feel like somebody's being rude, I'm very good at telling them to not be rude. And we did help out a teacher, and we helped out a church. So you guys, pat yourself on the back. You guys all did a good job. We donated money to a teacher and donated money for a church to buy some playground equipment. Also, follow us on Instagram and take a snapshot of you watching the show, and I'm going to make sure to share it today so people can know that we have our community going. And over there we have Alaska Airlines. Oh man, my hands are so freaking cold. How many times am I going to say, oh man? Shut up, Slovin. Family Guy, shut up, Mig. Yep, cameras are streaming. I think they have an entire control room for the cameras, from what I've heard from one of my operations friends. People take it too seriously. Like, you can't film me. Like, bro, like, you do realize we don't have privacy anymore in this country. Like, everything we do is like closely being monitored. So like, it is what it is. Like, just deal with it. That's what I tell people. Okay, up next is our 737 coming in from St. Louis. So, okay, let me ask you guys a question. So what is the purpose of the St. Louis Arch? I know it's a monument, but why? Why does it exist? We've had some crazy stuff built in this country throughout the years. Gateway to the west. Yep. We have some interesting sculptures if you think about it. Do they still allow people to go all the way up to the top of it, or is that not happening anymore? Our next plane coming in is a Canyon Blue Retro, or Canyon Blue livery, coming in from Las Vegas, then followed by a American Airlines coming from Dallas Fort Worth. So let's go take a look at the Southwest Air. Yesterday we saw a video of the brand new 737 being delivered, which was super neat. It's always good seeing a ferry flight. And we have pushback of what looks like a little A319. I didn't even realize I didn't change my battery since yesterday, so it might be time for a battery change very soon. Don't litter. I dropped one of my wrappers and it started going away. Okay, let's go take a look at the plane coming from Dallas Fort Worth. Go, go, go. Sorry for the fast pan. We got to get it. Fuel trucks. I thought he was carrying cars. I was like, what is he doing? Those cars are for children. It's an A320. Thanks, dude. Hey, I get my planes mixed up, okay? I'm human. Not a plane scientist. Okay guys, 1 second. Know what that means? Battery change time. Remember the early times of the stream, wherever I would do a battery change, everything would just go haywire? I should not be saying that, because typically I jinx myself, so I should shut up. But yeah, we've gotten a lot better at that. And I feel like just through my experience in the creative industry, I kind of figured out how to jerry-rig a lot of stuff while live streaming. Oh, so how about we do something like this? So on the ticker, I can maybe put which planes are arriving at which time, like notable planes, like MD-11 at certain, actually no, that would be too much info, never mind. People don't like to read. I like picture books. Hey look, birds. I thought I could track them, but they're too little and too fast. Don't cross the runway, fuel truck. That's a terrible tragedy. Let's see another landing. So welcome everybody. If it's your first time on our channel, I would like to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. My name is Slavin. I'm the resident clown on here. I like to say really random stuff and show you airplanes. If this is kind of like your jam, smash that like, click the subscribe, and remember, for every like we get, I will do a push-up. And before the show ends, I will do the push-ups. If anything, I'm just gonna go live and we will do the push-ups. I like that canyon blue. It looks really nice. And there's our Honeywell monstrosity back there. I'm at 87 push-ups. The sun is hitting these planes just right. Let's go take a look. Pretty neat seeing it, not gonna lie. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Appreciate each and every one of you for being on here and hanging out with all of us. Now they're gonna start working on these bad boys. I wonder if Jamie's working today. My buddy Jamie, Just Plain Fit. He has a Instagram and a TikTok. He's a good freaking dude. I'm assuming since you said Bravo 6, you must have been working here. So special thanks to Evan for sharing. Oh, wow, guys, look. There's a Honda Jet. For sharing that he's watching the channel. These Honda Jets are freaking slick. Look at them. There's also something landing. Okay guys, we have an American Airlines A321 coming from Seattle, and looks like we might actually get an A300 landing on this side. Pretty great landing here. So I was saying, those Honda Jets are pretty freaking slick. Crazy thing, Honda makes planes. They make everything. And these poop trucks, the poop trucks are actually going to be going to my house later, as they're going to need to be doing extra work for all the food I'll be eating. Anytime, Caitlin. Happy Thanksgiving. CM Music Rots, happy Thanksgiving to you. If we didn't have this fence, I could show you the 707s. So up next is an A320 coming in from Eugene, Oregon, and then our big boy is going to make an appearance. The big boy being an Airbus A300. But let's see, can we see those Air Force planes for whoever asked for them? There they are, except it is focusing on them. So those are the planes you were asking for. Our A300 is coming in, but let's go take a look at the CRJ that just pulled in. Let's take a look at the A300 that is approaching. So Boeing never actually took Airbus seriously when they first came out. And this was Airbus's first wide-body commercial plane, I believe. And there's actually a company out of China called Comac. And a lot of companies are not taking them seriously, but like, honestly, don't sleep on them, because if you think about it, the Chinese government is going to require most of their airlines to operate the Comacs eventually. So you could actually see those planes be used in the BRIC countries quite often. The Brazil, Russia, India, China. Well, this is actually a beautiful plane, this A300 coming in. I believe it's coming from Louisville. That's a big boy. And you can tell it's starting to get quite windy here. And here comes our big boy landing. The reverse thrusters are on. You guys remember that one show where we caught the brakes like literally on fire? So remember, if you guys stop by, I'll give you a sticker, usually if you see me. And if I don't communicate, just keep in mind I'm actually trying to run the show. So a lot of times I will say hi. But slowly I'll start maybe just more focusing on the show from now on. And one of the poop trucks started moving. Oh my God, it is freaking windy and chilly right now. So Sky Harbor random fact number 2. Runway 8 and 26 is the longest of the 3 runways at Sky Harbor and is a runway used in all aircraft emergencies. That's cool. Thank you for the random facts. Appreciate those. And up next, We have a 737 coming from Sacramento. It's operated by Southwest Airlines. So happy Thanksgiving to you all. May you guys have good feasts with your family. Be polite to your loved ones. Like I always tell you, your family is your world. Even though your parents or your brothers and everybody's sisters can be a pain in the butt, they love you dearly. I am very super close with my family, in case you guys haven't realized. I tell people, you can make fun of me all the time, but if you make fun of my family, I take that as a sign of disrespect, and I will politely tell you off. Oh my God, look at that, guys. Look at that. We have a US Airways livery that has made an appearance. US Airways was actually based here in the Valley. It was purchased out by, I think American West Airlines bought it out, but that's the US Airways livery. This used to be a common sight here in the Valley. As you can see, Taxi Bay will do her best. I seriously feel like I'm gonna get sick from this freaking wind, guys. Chile. I believe US Airways is going to be going right into this gate. These are the shots I love, when we can get the crew in there. So the temperature is like 54 degrees, but we're getting a really cold wind. So like, you gotta take into consideration the wind chill and stuff. And I'm not wearing the thickest shirt. My mom would yell at me right now. She always tells me, put on a thicker shirt, son. Don't shower in the morning. And I never listen. And then I get sick. I'm like, Mom, I'm sick. I start coughing. No, in my culture, we have this thing called promaya. It's the belief that if you open up multiple windows in the house, it's going to kill you. And in a sense, I kind of believe that. Like if you get like a light draft going through after you shower, you can get a head cold. And head colds are no fun. Oh. I was staring at the Alpha Predator of Sky Harbor, the poop truck. Hopefully Serbia can at least tie Brazil. And now the poop truck waits its moment to go after its prey. It is hungry for flavors. I'm narrating like Warren Herzog. Oh no! I missed the WestJet landing! No! Marley, WestJet. You can tell I'm starting to lose my mind on this stream. So our next plane is an American Airlines A320 coming from Ontario. So let's go take a look at our Ontario flight. This wind is crazy. So who's gonna bring me a pumpkin pie right up here, and I will eat it on camera if you bring me a pumpkin pie. And then you'll watch me puke on camera. How much pie is too much? Ask yourself that, friends. That would be an interesting thing. How much pie could you eat before you die? Like 6 pies, maybe? And Steve, I'm Steve Irvin, now tracking the rare elusive poop truck. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I like how we're talking about poop trucks here. It happens. Man, it's chilly. We have 104 legs. That's 104 push-ups. Taxi bay at work. It looks like we have a Southwest Airlines coming in from Atlanta that's going to land next. But let's watch some ground carnage, that we like to call it. The gentleman working the poop truck, the poop truck lord. It's pretty cool seeing it. He's probably like plugging into like a little plug thing that sucks all the stuff out. Which is pretty neat to see, to be honest. So welcome everybody, welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. My name is Slaven, I will be your host or circus leader here. Welcome to our community. So remember, on Saturday from 8:30 till about 10:30, 11, we are going to be doing our second meetup. It was supposed to be in the afternoon, but I gotta work. So we're gonna do a morning. We're gonna bring coffee, hot chocolate, bagels, donuts. Come out, guys. It's gonna be fun. I'm trying to build a community here for Phoenix spotters. And eventually, goal would be start traveling places and bring my personality and just a sense of community everywhere else. Yeah, AA does have a lot of special liveries. They have like Reno Air, PSA Airlines, TWA. Pretty much, that's why a lot of their aircraft, I consider them mutts. They've been purchased out. They purchased out almost every other company. I think it's America West Airlines, and then they eventually just kept the American Airlines name because it's for marketing purposes. Oh my God, I can hide in my car and the wind doesn't get me. Yes. Yep, US Airways. They used to be based here back in the day. Also, guys, I will be doing kind of like a pre-shot video soon. I'm going to be going to an agricultural airport. I actually got invited by one of the fans. So we're gonna actually go out there and film a little video. There's the poop truck acquiring its energy of flavors. So happy Thanksgiving all. So how many push-ups am I doing? 109. Oh my god, guys. Oh man. So I took a photo yesterday of one of the planes coming in. It was god awful. I will never share that photo. I totally messed up everything. But look, this is how they deliver your bags. Your bags go in these little carts. These little carts carry your bags. And this is how you don't use a tripod, because I can't figure it out. And over there, we have a little Contour Airlines that just come live. It's a little Embraer. I got the hiccups. So in my culture, when you get hiccups, people say "neko te spominje," which means somebody is mentioning you. 110 push-ups. All right, guys, I probably won't be able to do 110. I'll do as many, but we'll break it up into multiple things. Deal? And I will probably do them on a separate live once I get off. I'm gonna go live on my phone and we'll do those push-ups. So if anybody would like to wish their family anything, let me know and I will basically send them a message on the live. Hey Agil. $110 pumpkin pies. No, I'll freaking die, man. I had like 3 slices of pumpkin pie and I thought I was gonna die. I got pregnant with the food baby. And then a couple of hours later, that food baby I gave birth to. And we have an A321 coming in from Philadelphia. Pretty plain. Honestly, this lighting here is just spot on. It makes all the planes look super freaking good. I need to save this for a potential sticker, a poop truck sticker. So welcome to our stream, everybody. Let's start coughing. Hold on. I gotta get off the mic so I can cough. Ugh. That's some like weirdness in my throat. That sounded weird. I had some stuff in my throat. That saying weirdness and throat was kind of weird. Yay! It's a fun morning here at the Valley of the Sun. Somebody's loading up snacks. Let's see what our next arrival is going to be. We are going to be getting an American Airlines A321 coming in from Detroit. The plane is 7 years old. Then we have a 737 coming from Indianapolis. Yeah, a lot of weird in one sentence is the nice way of saying it. I'm not going to say anything else. Listen, we have fun. This is a stream of learned doctors. We're doctors here now. You guys officially have all gotten your PhDs. You can now work in science and stuff. And let's watch the ground crew do some work. Happy Thanksgiving, ground crew. If you guys are watching this, I wish you guys all a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Whew. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Oh man. So the one thing that I learned yesterday is canines are very unpredictable and they will bite you for no reason. That's one thing I'll try to tell you guys. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Look at that lineup of planes right there, guys. But you know when I told you guys like how Papago at certain times of the day looks like a bunch of poop? Well, it looks like a bunch of poop. So if you come to Phoenix, Papago Park is a must-go-to attraction. We have a place called Hole in the Rock. I believe it is right over here. It's a hole in the rock. It's a very popular hiking trail. You can get some of the best sunsets here. And the mountain we're looking up right behind it, that is called Four Peaks. It's on all of our license plates. But when you come during certain times of the day, these mountains are illuminated a golden red. It is absolutely freaking gorgeous. And they provide for some really good backdrops for plane spotting. Jesus Christ, I can't even like talk right now. I need water. Don't take the Lord's name in vain. Sorry guys. Also guys, we do have a Discord you guys can join. Keep building this up. Hold on, let me pick up my phone. I'm getting a call. Yay, I get to work today too. This sucks. Yay for work! Yay for money! No, I don't want to work today. I need to stop being lazy and actually get this freaking website built. If anything, guys, this is what I'm gonna do. I think I have like $400 from YouTube. I'm going to print some shirts and I am going to charge maybe a small amount for them. And it's the easiest way for you guys to help me grow the channel. How about that? We do have stickers that I will send out to all you guys. All right, let's see. How many push-ups do I have to do? We're at 115 push-ups. Jonathan, Rustler's Roost is cool. I like the slide. The slide is awesome. I was the only grown adult on the slide pushing children. So it's a restaurant that has a slide right in the middle. And then they have like a big cow outside, or a big bull. So you can tell it's starting to get busy here at the airport. All the gates are taken. When the American Airlines flights start landing from Indianapolis, an airport Tony Jones told me I should never visit. Thanks, Tony. You're the real MVP, son. And as you can see, they're holding on this area for the gate space to open up. Or I believe that's what they're doing. Ike, man, maybe it's your internet, dude. It's showing that I have an excellent connection here. Or maybe I'm starting to lag because I'm getting tired. And our next arrival is an A321 coming from Newark. So a lot of American Airlines arrivals. We're going to get a plane coming in from Seattle. It's a Southwest 737 MAX 9. Let's see if I can give these guys some stickers. Alrighty, we met some fun plane spotters here. Gave them some stickers. We're getting a 737 pulling in. They're going to Maui today. I can't see them. Little dude over there gave him a sticker. His family's off to Maui in a little bit. That's what the mom was telling me. I went over to say hello to him. No, just raising money for various causes here that we're going to be doing. We're actually going to be hosting events. So a lot of the events that I'm going to be hosting are going to be funded by you guys. And we're doing a joke. For every like that we get, we will do push-ups. Ryan and I started that yesterday, in case you guys haven't been paying attention to. There's trash blowing. I gotta go pick it up. And you can tell it's getting quite busy when we have about a couple of airplanes lined up here on the holding for it. Oh, it was cutting out. Sorry guys, maybe... Did it fix it? I think it should have been fixed by now. It happens, guys. At least we're getting the internet to work on us. Woo! It's chilly today, guys. Special thanks for Gerhard. So that's the East Bay hold. And we have a 737 coming in from Nashville, followed by an Alaskan Air coming from Seattle. No, you're good, man. Nah, just filming, dude. They're gonna go plane spot. That's awesome. I'll give her a sticker too. Here, let's go give the little one a sticker that was right over there. Sorry, we're getting more people coming to say hi. This is cool. So I went and I talked to them. They came, said hello, wished them a happy Thanksgiving. And said A321 coming in from Chicago, ORD. So welcome everybody, welcome to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. We're having a lot of fun this morning. We've been up since about 7 a.m. Now we have 3 planes. Our Dreamliner should be departing soon, but we will not be able to get it taken off since it's on the other side of it. Everybody's been here. Yesterday there was apparently like 4 streams going in Sky Harbor. Jonathan, for sacrificing your fingers, you are the best. No, thank you guys. We'll use this for a good cause. Yeah, we're gonna try and change up some of the broadcasting stuff. So would you guys rather have me broadcast like small shows here and there, or should I do like one day a week? So our next plane is a 737-800 series coming from Kansas, from MCI. So let's go take a look at it over here. Yeah, the aviation industry the last couple of years has been so freaking crazy. A lot of pilots are getting older, they're retiring. So there's actually a very high demand for pilots. So if you're younger, go take a discovery flight, learn your ground-based stuff, and see where the career can lead you. And looks like another plane is about to join the holding bay. As you can see, nothing is moving yet, and we are about to start getting a pretty steady departure stream of airplanes. This is the beauty of Phoenix. You can actually get a lot of these different planes coming in. Yeah, everyone's paying for sign-up bonuses. It's wild how many people are actually doing this stuff. But it's about time they start paying their people money. Sorry guys, I kind of got distracted. I was like reading something. When I read, yeah. But I know certain airlines are almost like, the hiring stuff has become almost like 6 figures now. Which is not bad if you think about it. Yeah, I'm about 2 hours in and my brain is already like thinking about food and deliciousness. So, how many planes are going to be in the holding area? Three, four, 5 of them are going to be holding right there. The plane we just watched to land came from somewhere. He came from Denver and he's going to be waiting. So we have 3 planes. The first plane landed from Detroit, second one from Newark, third one from Nashville, and then on the other side we have a plane from Chicago and Kansas City. They're waiting in the other hold area while the American Airlines gate space opens up. So kind of a busy morning here in the valley. You can see the bags are being loaded up by the ground crew. Okay, we have some movement on the ground, which means gate spaces are going to be opening up. And we have an A319 coming in from Memphis. So let's go take a look at that little bird when I'm able to spot it. So it's an Airbus A319 coming in from Memphis. It's one of American Airlines' smaller planes. Let's watch this thing come in first. Like watching taxiing. Okay, here comes the A319 that's landing. So remember, this Saturday we are going to be doing our meetup off of 40th Street University. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All of us are going to be just hanging out. Debating if I want to stream during that time, but probably not. I want to be able to talk to the people. I'd be a rude host if I was just on my camera the whole time. But happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Welcome to Sky Harbor International Airport. Kind of a cool, chilly morning for us. Keep watching this like trash blow in the wind, and I want to pick it up. I keep forgetting. And we are getting more and more people coming to the airport, which is good. Hey Carrie, good morning to our British friend. How are you, sir? Milton Keys. It is super, super windy today. That looks like a Delta coming in. Delta 8321 coming in for a landing. As another American Airlines goes to the list of planes waiting. So to all you ground crews that are working down there, man, you guys are getting quite the workout today. You guys deserve all the extra pie, in my opinion. And I am. I'll be having Thanksgiving later, but happy Thanksgiving to all you guys. It's always fun. Thanksgiving is a time to spend with your loved ones. My flight radar is twitching out, so I can't tell what is landing, so I'm just going to film it for you. It's a United A320 coming in. It's a Evo Blue livery. Okay, it's getting so freaking windy that something just blew out of my cart. That was a butter landing. I'll be curious. I think they may actually have to flip the runways soon. But how many planes can we count in this holding area? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then on this other side we have 7, 8 planes waiting for clearance to go to their gates. I'm telling you, busy day of travel in Sky Harbor. We are starting to lag a little bit. Let's double check this. And it has stabilized again. And we have another Spirit Airlines coming in, so let's go take a look at it. What's up? I'm just spotting, dude.
Spotting.
Yeah. What are you waiting for?
My wife and daughter's plane.
Which one is it?
American Airlines. Flight 476.
Cool. Where's it coming from?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay. I'll film him landing.
Okay, cool.
And you can show him.
11,000 feet. 19 to go.
19 minutes? That's cool. Dude, look at the hold for the planes, man. Jesus. It's wild. Like, they're all in the east holding bay, and then nothing is moving. Now there's an ambulance down there.
Now my daughter, she's high functioning autistic, and she loves airplanes. And for daddy-daughter date night, about once a month we come out here. We used to watch the 747.
Yeah.
But now I think it's a 350, Airbus A350 that British Airways is flying.
Yeah, the Airbus has the A350, and then they're going to start sending the 777 again, like 3 days a week. And then it's awesome. And you ever go to the 40th Street location? So on 40th Street University, you have a little bench, and you can sit there. You don't have to pay for it. And they're literally, if they're landing opposite, you could actually see them above you. It's an awesome thing.
I didn't tell her about it. We're going to check it out.
I started basically doing streaming about 3 months ago, and it's been kind of been fun, man. Just growing a community out here. We're gonna have a meetup tomorrow at that 40th Street spot, and we have food, we have different drinks, and everybody just comes out. It's a fun community.
Yeah, these things are fascinating. Think how far they've come in the last 100 years from Balsawood bicycle shop for planes.
Yeah, can you imagine if you could tell the Wright brothers, like, hey, in a few years there's gonna be thousands of your machines flying daily? They'd be like, man, you lying. Now it's like, it's wild, dude.
Flying non-stop from like Los Angeles to Australia, places like that.
Oh yeah, I flew to Australia twice, and one flight I had an entire row to myself. Thank you, Jesus. It was awesome. 15 hours in a flight. Oh man, you're just like want to be put out of your misery.
4 hours, that's the longest I've flown.
Good man, good man.
Biggest plane I've been on though, I was about 19, it was the L-1011. I was flying from Dallas to Newark.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy seeing, like, remember back in the day how the planes all used to be unique? Like, you have the tri-jets. Now everything's like twin engine, and it's like,
Everything looks the same.
It does. Like, you're like, oh, cool. You have.
I work for Boeing, and I'm like, yeah, it's the same.
Feels like Boeing in the last few years, they've kind of lost their way, man. They've like been treating their employees like employees, not like family. All right, we have an American Airlines A321 coming from DCA, from Washington. Let's go take a look at it land. What's your name?
Casey.
Pleasure to meet you, Casey. I'm Slav.
Slav?
Yeah, sorry, my hands are freaking freezing. I don't even know what is going on anymore. I've been out here since 7.
Oh, wow.
So. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. You stream on like Twitch or?
YouTube.
YouTube?
I'll give you a sticker. I have stickers that I get to people. Yeah, my main thing is, so I noticed like a lot of other cities like Los Angeles and even Dallas, they have big communities and they always do meetups. And to me, I was always like, dude, we have enough people here. Why don't we have a community? So about 3 months ago, I decided, you know what, screw it. I'm going to start one. And I started an Instagram. A lot of people started following it. And then hosted 2 meetups. We had a pizza thing. We had a donut. And then on Saturday, like I said, we're going to have another one. So it's... So it's a retro look sticker, man.
That's cool.
And then I always do giveaways, like on my Instagram, like I got a company called Whaletail Sales. They donated some stuff, so we did giveaways for that. Like I sent a flashlight from a 747, and then I actually ended up buying. I bought an entire floppy disk startup thing from a 747 from them.
Oh, cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I go at like the Boeing store, and some of the prices for some of the old like windows or things like that. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, you're like
Ridiculous.
technology, man. It's changing so freaking rapidly. Look, U.S. Airways is here. The U.S. Airways livery.
Yeah. American, TWA.
Everything. I think American West Airlines bought out most of them. Yeah.
US Airways.
Reno Air, their PSA, like they pretty much merged everything. That's why they have like so many mud planes nowadays. And we have our United with the Continental livery pushing out. I have to keep a track on the time. I told my lady I'd be home. She's like, why are you always at the airport? Like, leave me alone. I'm not drinking.
Yeah, if my hobbies are watching airplanes and I'm not out drinking,
Yeah,
doing
hey,
stupid stuff.
hey, get yourself a man to plane spots. He ain't out cheating. That's what I always tell her. The parking gets like expensive, man. It's like 24 bucks every time. I have some stacks in the car. You hungry? You want anything?
Oh, I'm good. I had Dunkin' on the way up here.
I have Chex Mix. I have like, my breakfast was a Rice Krispie. And I'm like, it tastes like chemicals. Delicious.
Everything's processed these days.
Everything is, man. So I'm from Eastern Europe, and it's crazy. I always tell like my friends, whenever we get hungry, if you want something organic, you want a chicken, you go pick out the chicken you hate, and that chicken's gonna become your food.
That's your dinner.
And then the tomatoes and everything taste so different in Europe, man. It's.
What part of Eastern Europe? You're from?
I'm from Serbia, former Yugoslavia.
Okay, yeah.
I was born in Bosnia, but then during the war, my family, we fled as refugees and then filed for asylum and came to the States.
Cool.
So we've been here since 2000, and then we had family come here in 1994, and they were the ones that signed our letter for us to come here.
That's good.
So
It was a nasty war.
it was, man. Like my family, since we were Christian, we were actually kicked out of our city because that fell under Islamic forces.
Right.
So they kicked out all the Christians and the Catholics. So I know a lot of people who say, oh, this country's headed for a civil war. I never wish that on anybody because, like, dude, that messes up so many generations.
Yeah,
Like,
I think unfortunately a lot of our youth, they don't appreciate the freedoms that they have, and they're so willing
Yeah.
to sacrifice those freedoms for gimmies.
Yeah.
Turn on you.
telling you, man, it's as many problems as the U.S. has. Like, we have it really good here. Like,
absolutely.
a lot of people think, oh, like freedom of speech, like, is a given in every country. No, it isn't. No. You say something negative in certain countries, you're gonna have like the government say, hey, didn't you comment this? I'm like, no.
Go live in one of these countries and then come back and see where you are.
All right, we have a car pushing out.
15 miles to go, it looks like. You on FlightAware?
I'm just streaming. People are saying hello to you. They're saying hello to the nice guy sitting next to me.
Hey guys.
Here, he'll wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
His family's flying in, so let's see where their flight is. We'll track their family. You can tell your family happy Thanksgiving or whatever, and you can watch it. These guys are just chilling here.
About 10 minutes out, it looks like.
They're 10 minutes out.
So we just made the turn somewhere out there.
So like I tell you guys, every time somebody comes up, if I carry a conversation with them, don't freak out. I'm a people person. Dude, I'm frozen right now. I've been out here so long, like everything is like stiff. I'm like, oh. And then we do this thing, and we started it yesterday. For every like we get, I do a push-up. So I did like 98 push-ups yesterday, and I was like, dude, I am so sore. Like my chest was pulsating. I'm like, I don't feel good.
I don't think I can do 5 push-ups anymore.
And the East Bay is started.
It seemed like I was looking out the window as we landed here, and it's like we're doing
an A321 coming from Orlando.
319 is what they're supposed to be on. That's what it says.
I'll take a look at it and tell you where they are. So coming in from Orlando. I know Orlando recently completed, or Florida in general has the new high-speed rail line operated by Brightline.
Yeah.
I think the owner of the Bucks invested a lot of money on it. But if you want to watch something funny, get on YouTube and see all the accidents that have happened. Like people stopping on the freaking train tracks. Like it's sad, but it's like, how are you that stupid to park your car on the train crossing? It's like, people never fail to amaze me. It's wild, dude.
I grew up in Dallas, and they used to have in DFW big signs that would say what the flight number was and the gate and everything. And people would stop on the freeway that goes in between the gates and the terminals and cause accidents, and they had to remove them.
People are stupid.
Yes.
So from Atlanta, we have a American Airlines flight 476 coming in from Atlanta. So we're gonna watch it in.
That's Jody and Jenna's flight.
Jody and Jenna are on this flight, so wish my happy Thanksgiving to your family.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I'm glad you're coming home. Missed you.
Perfect. Yeah, come out to one of our meetups, man. Like, you're more than welcome to. There's a bunch of us. We're all nerds, man.
Oh, my daughter would love it.
It's a good community. I got into this by chance, maybe like 4 years ago. Started taking photos of planes. I was like, oh, this is kind of fun, and kind of hooked on it.
I took my daughter to the air show at Falcon Field when she was 16, and she was talking about wanting to be a flight attendant. And we were in line waiting for Cessna flights, and the pilot asked her, why not fly the plane? And she goes, I never thought about that. When it was our turn, he put her in the pilot's seat, and she didn't. He just controlled the throttle and the flaps and let her fly. And she's been hooked ever since.
So is she a private pilot now, or
Not yet.
studying?
Right now she's going to school to be a geologist.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I took a Discovery flight 2 years ago, and then got really into it and then stopped, and I've just been itching to get up there again, man. It's like, it's such a different freaking feeling. Like, you're not moving fast, but it's just like, it's so freaking cool. You're like, I had the biggest smile on my face. I was like,
I did too. I forgot to video my daughter. I was just sitting there smiling. And finally took a picture. I was like,
yeah, I was like, oh, dude, this is awesome. And the first time, like, I did like one of my like longer lessons, the guy just shuts off the engines. All right, what do you do now? I'm like, freaking out, trying to start it up. You're like, Jesus Christ, you're gonna
Panic.
kill it. I'm gonna panic, and then I'm going to see you in heaven.
Yep.
Hopefully you make it there. I think they're going into hold too, man.
They're supposed to go to A9. It's their gate, so.
Yeah, they're over in the East hold right now.
It looks like there's a plane still packed.
I'll give you the time code when you said hi to her, and you can actually pull it up on YouTube and she can watch it.
Awesome.
So that is going to be at 9:50 is when they started landing.
9:50.
So 9:50 a.m. And I'll send you the link. I'll even give you my number, and you can just shoot me a text, and I'll send you the link to the video. I'll give you the number off camera because I don't want people randomly sending me inappropriate pictures. I wake up and I get yeah, never mind. It's so crazy how busy it is. I didn't expect it to be this busy. Thanks, Christine. Appreciate you. That's Leah. Where's she at? Tom, which flight is Leah on? One of the guys, his daughter is a flight attendant. So sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the chat, guys. I've been like randomly talking to people that have met here.
Sorry, I'm distracting you.
Nah, dude, you're good, man. I usually have a 2 mic setup, but I took it off because I didn't have anybody with me. But that's usually what I do for the 2 microphones, and I have a production card that I bring with me. And then my big stickers that I stick on here. So we will be live for maybe a couple of other. Have to go home before I am professionally murdered by somebody. I shouldn't say those words. Yeah, they're waiting, man. Their gate has to clear up. It's crazy.
Spell your name for me. Make sure I don't butcher it.
They're good. People call me Slav. Slavin's my name, so.
I sent you a text too.
Perfect. Yeah, you did. Thanks, man. Casey?
Thank you. Yeah, send me a link to your channel. That way I can add you and follow you.
Yeah, we stream. We sometimes, out of nowhere, I'll just start up. Hey, that plane's pushing back, the American Airlines. It's so crazy how many mergers they've had, and it's like, stop. I always tell people, you know you're old when you remember Continental Airlines.
I remember Continental Airlines because when I was 4 years old, my parents were divorced, and my dad drove to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and put me on a Continental Airlines 707 back, so it would have been in the 70s, to fly out here. And I remember getting off the plane, and it was onto the tarmac where the trucks would drive up, and you'd climb down the stairs.
That's how it is back home in Europe. You go out and it's like you have the tarmac. Like, well, those KC-135s are derivatives of the 707.
Yeah.
They just re-engined them a couple of years ago, I think.
And the new KC-46s are
767.
767s.
They had one here not too long ago. It was just doing some training. That's crazy. 60 years old and still freaking flying.
The B-52, that's what gets me, is how old that thing is and how long they plan on still flying it.
Yeah, they think it should be flying for like another, 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
You think about it, it doesn't have that many cycles on it. It's only used for certain things. Main reason airliners are retired, they get to so many pressurization cycles, and that's it. You can't pressurize it anymore without something catastrophic happening. Well, last night I was going to come back and stream, and I saw the traffic. I was like, nope. I guess it was like backed up for almost 3 miles. Okay, let's watch some unhook action. It's so crazy watching these guys work down there, like the teamwork that's necessary not to screw anything up. Somebody goes, do you remember Eastern and Northwest Airlines? Northwest disappeared in 2014, wasn't it? Delta bought out Northwest.
Yeah, I flew Northwest once.
They used to have a lot of 747s. I like their cargo 747s. They had like the chrome look. They're sitting in Marana.
I'll take my daughter down there one day. She's been asking to go.
I'll say something off camera so I can give you the guys' info. They give you tours. Just message them and they'll give you a thing. I just don't want to give his...
Shoot me a text.
I'll shoot you a text. My dad and I, we did a tour. Oh man, he almost didn't want to go, and I'm glad he went. I think that is one of our best memories we've had. It was like, we went inside of a TWA airliner 747 that landed there in 1996. There were Sky Mall magazines and newspapers from 1996 in there. I was like, dude. And people are like, why didn't you take anything? I'm like, no, that's bad mojo. You don't take anything. You're invited as a guest. Let it be.
Yep.
Don't be a thief.
My daughter, a couple of years ago, for her 21st birthday, I was looking like, what can I do for her airplane-wise? So I started looking at, maybe a city flight on a Cessna or something. And Southwest had I Want to Get Away fares posted. And so about 3 years ago on Christmas Day, and then flew back that Sunday, so it was Friday to Sunday, flew to Dallas and back, because I got family there. And then that became a tradition, so last year we did it, flew American so we could fly the 787, and then flew the 777 on the way back.
We have a 787 over there, and then another one right there.
And then this year I was like, okay, well how can I surprise her? So she doesn't know it yet, and I won't show her that part of the video, but I upgraded our seats to first class.
Man, she's gonna be so happy.
Yeah, and then we always stay at the Grand Hyatt at DFW, so you got the rooms with the runway view, which is cool. And then if you're ever in Dallas, go check out Founders Park. That's you can post up. They got a huge model airplane out there, and you can sit there and watch all the planes land.
Perfect. I'll go there, man.
Yeah.
You ever go to LAX?
I've never been to LAX.
If you go to LAX, there's a place. It's a restaurant called the Proud Bird. It's right next to their runway 25 and 26.
Yeah.
And dude, you could literally be sitting on the patio having a beer, and you can watch the planes land. It is cool. They have the In-N-Out, the world famous In-N-Out on Boulevard. They literally fly above you. It's crazy. Like
that island, is it St. Martin?
St. Martin.
Yeah, where you can sit there and have them come right in over the top.
I love how people like at St. Martin, they stand next to the fences and you see their faces dragging in the concrete. Like, what do you think was going to happen, you idiot? Well, let me see if I can find some videos from my LA trip.
That's no good to land early when the gates aren't available, huh?
No. Let's see if this thing will start. It's funny, I was actually there around this time last year. Let's see if it'll... I hate that iPhone stores everything on their iCloud. So it's like you can never like fully load it.
So if you don't have a great signal,
yeah. I like how their gate is the only one that nothing is moving at.
Yeah. Let's see if she's texted me.
Let's check it out.
Oh, that's amazing.
It is awesome. They're literally like...
That'll have to be one of our strips.
Yeah, if you go, Proud Bird is awesome, and it's a great place. Like, they have good burgers. We went there and we sat there, and my girlfriend was so freaking bored. After a while, she's like, enough already. I'm like, anytime we go to Disneyland, I'm like, you have your Disneyland, we have my plane spotting.
Yeah. I'd rather go plane spotting than Disneyland.
It's cheaper.
My wife sent me a text, sitting out here waiting for a gate. Told her, I know, I'm watching you.
I'm watching you. Tell her to get on YouTube and watch the stream. Are you interested in seeing what's going on outside? I can send you a link. And we have a Southwest Airlines 737 landing. Yeah, my main thing, like this channel that I'm doing, I'd like to just eventually basically people carrying conversation. We just show airplanes. Like everybody else does the same thing, but for me it's just like, let's talk aviation. Like almost like a podcast, man. Put some personality in it. That's one thing people don't do. It's like they all sound like robots. Like, dude, just be a person.
Yeah, I watched. It was the Southwest Herbert Keller Max 8 taking. A guy videoed it coming into the gate, him getting on it, him flying to Orange County, and the whole flight. He videoed the whole flight. So it was like,
it's awesome.
Watch the takeoff. And then I'll fast forward to the end to watch landing.
Let me show you. That plane actually landed here for its delivery, and this was its first passenger or its first service.
That's awesome. I was surprised though watching the guy's video, because I haven't flown a Max yet, how quiet they are.
They're impressive planes. Honestly, Boeing totally screwed up the whole launch of the Max by just being greedy. But if you think about it, it's a pretty good plane. Probably the safest thing you can fly on now because they're under so much scrutiny, but those engines, you think about it, the design is what? 737's like 60 or 50-year-old design.
Yeah.
I think you pushed it to its limits.
I don't think you'll go any further than the Max.
You cannot do it anymore. They need to develop something.
I'd like to see the new clean sheet, but because of the accidents and everything, that ain't happening for a while.
They got to make their money. Like, I thought they were gonna make a replacement for the 757, but
that's supposedly it was on the. I think they're working slowly behind the scenes on it, but it's.
There we go. We have something big showing up. What is that? It's a Delta 767. This is a beauty. So Delta actually around this time when the snowbirds come, they send their wide bodies. We're supposed to be getting an A350-900.
Really?
Yeah, Delta's going to be sending them. And then you heard about the China Airlines. It's coming here. It comes like every Tuesday. I'll send you. I have a schedule when they show up. They're bringing a lot of the workers for.
Condor comes in every
summer. It's like seasonal.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting the planes
I don't
from.
like the new livery though, the juicy fruit gum.
Yeah, the one that
stripe or whatever.
The one that looks like a beach towel.
Yeah.
That's a. Like, what are you doing? Like, that looks ugly. I feel bad. I'm totally ignoring my chat. Sorry, guys. We'll be back.
Sorry, guys.
Also, watch. Southwest is racing American Airlines. And go, go,
Southwest will win. Those pilots taxi a lot faster.
Yep, Southwest wins. I filmed a video of a Spirit plane taxiing. He had 4 plane lengths in front of the Southwest. At the end of the video, the Southwest was 5 plane lengths ahead. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. And I guess one of the guys told me American Airlines got yelled at because they were gunning it so fast here that somebody complained, so now they used up most of the runway. And here comes the 767. I think a lot of these were actually inherited from Northwest Airlines, or I think they might have been. I know 757s, if they have the NW at the end, it might actually be
Northwest.
Yeah.
Originally.
Oh, this is a Delta one. I feel like Delta used to have a higher presence here in Phoenix, but they
did too. But I think once American, U.S. Air, and America West all merged, I mean, they took over.
They took over everything, yeah. Well, Terminal 2 is where Delta used to be out of, and they tore that down.
And Alaska was in Terminal 2, I think.
I understand, like, they should have just remodeled that thing. So, all right, guys, we're probably reaching the end of our show. We're back. Sorry. Dealing with a bit of a stupid outage, but we are back. She just wants to leave.
Yeah, they had to get up. I called her at 1 o'clock this morning, Georgia time, because they had to be at the airport at 5:30 Georgia time. And it's a little over a 2-hour drive, plus return in the rental car. So she's probably dead to the world right now.
internet is starting to slow down. Dang it. That's the beauty of streaming, man. Every time, like, it's one thing after the other. You never know.
Well, but it looks like you have fun. Yeah, as long as you enjoyed yourself.
Dude, I had fun. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
As long as you have fun, that's all I tell people. Somebody says that 767 has been in storage for 2 years. Let's see. We're no longer dropping frames, thank God. Whew.
The 767 was in storage.
Yeah, somebody says.
Brought out for the snowbirds.
Yeah. Well, you can tell the snowbirds are back, man. Traffic is getting bad here
I was
again.
reading an article yesterday, I think. Thai Airlines are thinking about bringing back out the A380s.
It makes sense if you think about it. The A380, right now especially, you don't have enough pilots. Fill that freaking plane up, Jesus.
Yeah.
They're cutting them up. I cannot believe that. They came out what, 2008?
I know, there's some new.
And dude, that's nothing for an airplane to be being cut up after 13 years. That's uncalled for. I think Airbus made a mistake by not allowing them to be converted to freighters. Because if that thing could become a freighter, man, think of all the stuff you could be carrying in it.
That's where Boeing got it right with the original design on making the
747?
747, putting the cockpit up high.
Well, Boeing thought that everything was going to go supersonic. That's why they're like, well, if we built 30 of these, we could turn them into freighters.
Exactly.
And the last one's going to be delivered in October, from what I've heard. Or actually, it was completed.
The Atlas Air one was just delivered, and they're down to the last one.
I wonder when that's going to be. I want to actually go up to Payne Field and actually film when they deliver it, because that's a sad day, man.
Kim Smith at Boeing, I think she's the VP of the Boeing 767, 747 line. She used to be the site executive out here at Mesa, and I'm friends with her on LinkedIn. She posts a lot on the 747, any updates and things like that on LinkedIn.
I'll shoot you a text so I can get her info and I can follow it.
Got to meet her in Charleston one time for the Boeing Chairman Safety Awards. That was pretty cool.
Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna basically tell you that we're gonna be wrapping up our show right now since the internet up. So I want to thank all you guys for joining us today. It was a pleasure, and you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys next time. So thank you for tuning in the last couple of